In this video, we're going to be learning about a special right triangle. So the 45, 45, 90 triangle is a triangle whose angles are 45, 45, and 90. And since it has two identical angles, that means two sides are exactly the same. So the 45, 45, 90 triangle is also an isosceles right triangle. So there is a 45, 45, 90 triangle theorem, and it says both the legs are congruent and the length of the hypotenuse is the square root of 2 times the length of a leg. So what does that look like? Well, I have a right triangle here. The legs are the same, so we'll call those x. And then the length of the hypotenuse is your length of your leg times the square root of 2. That's it. So here's our first problem. We need to find the other leg and the length of the hypotenuse. So remember, our legs are the same. So since one leg is 17, the other one is 17. And to go from your leg to your hypotenuse, you're going to multiply by the square root of 2. So this, the length of the hypotenuse is 17 times the square root of 2. Same thing here. We're given a leg is 22, so the other leg is 22. And to go from leg to hypotenuse, we're multiplying by the square root of 2. So it's 22 square roots of 2. This time we're going to go backwards. So before leg to hypotenuse, we would multiply. So now this time, I need to divide by the square root of 2. So 25 square roots of 2 divided by the square root of 2. Well, the square roots of 2 cancel. So my length is 25. Same thing here. I'm going from my hypotenuse to my leg, so I'm going to divide by the square root of 2. This time I don't have a square root of 2 to cancel it out with, so we're going to do this thing called rationalizing the denominator. So that means I'm going to multiply by a factor of 1 of whatever is underneath the radical. So in this case it's a 2. So I'm multiplying by 2 over, or the square root of 2 over the square root of 2. This will cancel out the square root of 2 in the bottom. So I have 8 square roots of 2 on top. Square root of 2 times the square root of 2 is the square root of 4. And the square root of 4 is 2. That 8's not supposed to be there. So again, square root of 4 is 2. Now, if 8 was an odd number, I would stop there. I can't simplify anymore. But since 8 is even, I can divide the 8 by the 2. And that's going to give me 4. So my final answer is 4 square roots of 2. Now our last one, we just have a square here. Square is comprised of two 45, 45, 90 triangles. So going from the leg to the hypotenuse, you just multiply by the square root of 2. So it's 4 square roots of 2.